taking the time today to go over the 6 different chemicals we're using here at Highlands Ranch. What I'd like to talk about first is the J-Fill dispensing unit. This unit dispenses each of these 6 chemicals at the right dilution ratio each and every time. The 6 products we're talking about is Glance NA, which stands for non-acid glass cleaner. This is a Virex 256, which means the dilution ratio is 1 to 256 or a ½ ounce per gallon. Spitfire SC and Crew Restroom Floor Surface Non-Acid Disinfectant Cleaner. We have Prominence Heavy Duty Floor Cleaner and GP Forward. We've put together a J-Fill application procedure for you. It's both in English and in Spanish. It talks about each and every one of the chemicals. Over here, we put together a specific chart that talks about each and every one of those items for this particular gym and exactly what items to clean. The bottle gets assembled into here on all cases. The metering device is built into the machine. If you want to make a chemical, you have an arrow here to dial to whatever chemical that you want to make. You can make it 2 ways. You can make it through the hose if you want to fill a mop bucket. You would simply unhook your hose, put it into your mop bucket, it dilutes it automatically for you. You can take the same chemical, and if you want to make it into a spray bottle, you would simply insert the bottle here, press against the yellow button in the back, and it dilutes it for you automatically. The difference between the hose and this is the speed by which it comes out. It'll come out slower here so you don't get quite as much foam. It comes out at a faster rate here, 3 to 4 gallons per minute. The most important thing that we want to talk about today is personal protective equipment. Anytime you're touching chemicals or cleaning, you'll always want to use gloves. We have gloves over here. If you're going to use any type of an apparatus where you're spraying showers, where you may get it in your eyes, you want to use goggles. Glance NA is pretty self-explanatory. It's to be used on glass and mirrors. The Virex disinfectant. Now, a disinfectant cleaner is just that. It's a disinfectant. It's not a very good all-purpose cleaner. This is the type of product that you want to use when you're disinfecting the showers. You want to put this out into the gym area for the public to use. This would be something that they would wipe down weights with, any kind of treadmill or anything of that nature. Prominence heavy-duty floor cleaner is meant for waxed floors only. GP Forward, the GP stands for general purpose. Think of it as a 409 type product. This is the type of product you're going to wipe down counters with, you're going to mop floors with, you're going to do anything that you would use a 409 type of a cleaner. Restroom floor and surface non-acid disinfectant cleaner. This is a combination of a cleaner and a disinfectant. Therefore, it's all in the name, restroom. We're going to use this for counters, we're going to use it for sinks, outside of your toilets, your urinals, your countertops. Spitfire is the heaviest duty cleaner of all the products that are here. This is a specific product used for heavy duty grease removal. If you want to do the outside of trash cans, if you want to clean your carts, if you want to clean the inside of mop buckets, it's a heavy duty cleaning. You do not want to use Spitfire or GP Forward on waxed floors because it'll take the shine right off the floor. These are the 6 primary chemicals that we use to clean with here at HRCA. If at any time you have any questions, seek your supervisor immediately and he or she will help you with the answers to your questions. Thank you. Now we're going to show you how to properly dispense chemicals. First and foremost, you have to put on personal protective equipment, gloves. For those of you that don't have glasses, you need to use safety goggles. Anytime you're mixing chemicals, especially when you're going to use chemicals in the shower area. First thing we look at here is to make sure the machine is turned on. You come over here to where the water source is and you'll notice that the handle is in the off position. You want to push this handle straight down. That allows the water to come through the hose up to the machine. You then want to turn on your cold water. Make sure that your hot water is off. Hot water creates too many suds in your chemical. Once we've turned the system on, we're ready to make any one of these 6 chemicals. We're going to make some GP Forward here. So we put the arrow over here to GP Forward. The system is now on. You insert your bottle, press against the yellow tab in the back, and you mix chemical. If you wanted to make it in a bucket, all we would have to do is unhook the hose, put it into a bucket, squeeze the trigger, and we're making it at 4 gallons per minute. Let's say that you wanted to rinse out a bucket and you don't want to disassemble the hose. There's a couple of waves here, if you can see it closely. All you would have to do is turn your dial to the water, and now fresh water comes through your hose, so you don't have to disassemble anything. In this section, we're going to cover wiping down benches and spot cleaning lockers. The first thing you want to do is make sure that you're using a green microfiber cloth and restroom floor and surface non-acid disinfectant. As we look at each and every one of the lockers, we want to make sure that we pay special attention to hooks, hinges, and screws. If you find any loose or broken, report that back to your supervisor. As we look through the different lockers, we're going to spot clean them with the chemical. It's a spray and wipe application. As we get done with spot cleaning that, we're going to wipe down the benches. In the process of wiping down the benches, we want to make sure that we pay special attention to the slots and cleaning in between the slots. What we want to use to do that is we want to use the sprayer, and we also want to use the toothbrush to get down between the open areas. Once we've cleaned that and wiped it down thoroughly, we're done with this section. After finishing wiping down benches and spot cleaning lockers, next we want to move over to the bathroom. First, we want to spray the urinals with Crew restroom floor and surface disinfectant cleaner. We want to start at the top with the chrome and move downward. Remove the urinal screen. Spray inside the urinal and under the rim. Again, we need to allow dwelling time. Now we move over to the toilets. Start at the top and work downward. Spray the top of the toilet seat and outside of the toilet. Lift the toilet seat. Spray under the toilet seat. Spray inside of the toilet. Pay special attention to underneath the rim. This is where the buildup of minerals happens. And again, we want to allow some dwell time. Next, we want to spray and wipe the partitions and grab bars using green microfiber cloth. Then we want to spray the door and handles on both sides. Move on to spraying the sinks and countertops, allowing dwell time. While the disinfectant is working on the urinals, the toilets, the sinks, and the counters, this is a great time to fill all of your dispensers and empty the trash. Make sure that all the dispensers are working properly. Next, go back to the urinals, clean the inside with a bowl brush, pay special attention to the inside rim at the top of the urinal. Make sure you force the bowl brush down the throat to remove any buildup. Wipe down the outside using a red microfiber cloth. Start at the top, work downward, replace your urinal screen. Next, go to the toilet. Clean the inside of the toilet with a bowl brush. Force the bowl brush under the rim of the toilet and down the throat to remove buildup. Wipe the outside of the toilet using red microfiber cloth, again starting at the top and working downward. Wipe the top and the bottom of the toilet seat, then the exterior of the toilet. Next, go back to the sinks, wipe out the sinks, faucets, and countertops, and you're done. Once you've accomplished cleaning the bathrooms, we're going to move on to the showers. Use your foam gun with GP forward to apply your chemical. Always start at the top and work downward. Scrub the tile and grout using a deck brush. Again, this is an area where we want to spend special attention to all of the fixtures in the showers. We want to use a grout brush to remove any buildup. Once we've accomplished that, rinse with water. The next step is to disinfect the showers. You do this using your pump-up weed sprayer with Virex 256. Start spraying both sides of the shower curtains and then the walls, starting at the top and working downward. Once you've accomplished this, spray your floors and then squeegee your floors dry and move on to the locker room area. After cleaning the showers, the next area we want to clean is the locker room. We want to begin by sweeping the floor to remove any debris. Using your foam gun filled with GP Forward, apply liberally to the areas under the benches, including the tile walls. Wet the entire floor and start scrubbing with your deck brush. You want to spend a little bit more time scrubbing under the benches to remove the buildup that's already there. Then scrub the remainder of the floor. When you're done scrubbing the floor, follow up by rinsing the floor and squeegeeing off the excess water toward the drain. Next, replace all trash cans and scale. Collect all of your equipment and your chemicals. Then remove the sign and return everything to the janitorial closet